What's up, guys? Today I'm finally gonna show you guys what the new car is. I've had this car for like a month now, I think, and I still haven't showed. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll know what car it is by now, but I haven't posted it on here, TikTok, so. But yeah, today I'm finally gonna show you guys what the car is. I can't wait to show you guys like all the details and shit. I'm actually in it right now. I'm gonna give you guys a startup so you guys get one last hint before I actually show you guys. A lot of you should be able to tell what car it is off of just the startup, to be honest. Right now I'm gonna go hold the homie Ivan. He's working on his 240. I think he's doing like a sound system upgrade or something. He's putting like new speakers or new wiring inside his car. So I'm gonna go help him with his wiring, because after we're done with the wiring, he's gonna come and help me film this. I washed the car yesterday. It's all nice and clean and detailed. I wish you guys could smell how it smells in here through the camera. It just smells fucking amazing. Shout out that September 7th air freshener though. I'm gonna go help Ivan. I'll check in with you guys in a bit. Let me start it up for you guys. Let me put down the windows. I just washed the car yesterday. My windows are gonna be fucking dirty. It's not too loud. It's not obnoxiously loud. My fucking 240 in the back going crazy. God damn it. Alright, I put up on the homie Ivan. Homie's working on his 240 right now. What are you doing to it?
And new door speakers and a new amp.
Homie shit's already stupid loud. I don't know why the fuck he wants to make it even louder.
This is for like the low bass, and this is gonna be more for like...
Yeah, so I guess these are more defined. What are these? JL audio?
Yeah, C2s.
I already helped him take off this bracket. I don't know what else he fucking needs to do, so he's just gonna tell me what he needs help with. But basically, we're gonna put these new JL audio speakers in, put everything back in, run wire to the...
Run the wires all back here to the amp. And then from the amp, there's gonna be an RCA cable to the unit.
All right, cool. So we just gotta run, basically just run wires and switch these out, and that should be pretty much it. After we're done with this, I'm gonna show you guys the new car.
Look, it's right to the left too.
Yeah, literally it's like, oh, there's a little peak right there. We're gonna get this figured out, and then me and Ivan are gonna go and show you guys the new car. Little update, I was with Ivan, but that fool's not gonna finish his fucking wiring shit on his car for a while, and I gotta do something later. So Ivan's still working on his car. I didn't have time to wait for him, so I picked up the homie Esteban. We're gonna go hit it like a parking structure, like an open parking lot or something, so I can show you guys the car. I'll see you guys in a bit. This shit's hella packed. I don't even know if we're gonna be able to record right here. All right, we put up to the spot already. I'm parked up. I seen a security guard running around, so hopefully he doesn't kick us out. I mean, we're not doing shit. If he comes up to me, I'm gonna just be like, bro, give me like 10 minutes to record this video real quick. All right, car's parked up. Hopefully security doesn't come, but damn, bro, that shit looks so good. I'm finally gonna show you guys the car. I'm gonna give you guys a little cinematic right now. Show you guys around the car, inside and out. After that, I'm gonna just explain a little bit more on what's done to the car and what are my plans with it. That shit looks so good. So if you guys follow me on Instagram and shit, you guys already know what car it was. But I haven't even posted on TikTok or anything else, so that's another reason why you guys should follow me on Instagram. You guys would have known about this like a month ago. Damn, sun right in my eyes. All right, you guys seen the car? Bro, I've owned like 10 cars, I think, and this is literally like my favorite one. But yeah, now let me just explain a little bit more. I'm gonna just actually go into detail on like what's done to the car and what my plans are with it. All right, so basically, just right off the bat, this car's full bolt on already. I know some of you guys are already gonna be in the comments like, you bought not built, but let me explain. I already knew I wanted a new daily. The only options I had in my mind that were like realistic were something affordable, of course, like a FRS, a WRX, not an STI. I love muscle cars and shit. I wanted a V8, but it's just not insurance rates and all that shit. Like there's so much more that goes into it. The next best thing, I really wanted a 335i. This is my second one that I've had. I used to have an E92 coupe. I'll put pictures of it on the screen right now. But I used to have an E92 and I loved it. At first I didn't like it, but I bought that car because I crashed my my Mustang. I'll put pictures of that on the screen too. Damn, I've had a lot of cars. If you guys want to know how many cars I've had and the story behind each one, comment down below and I'll make a separate video with that. But yeah, so I bought the E92 after I crashed my Mustang. With BMW, I thought if you didn't have an M series car, it sucked and it wasn't the best. So I didn't know about 335i's. I didn't know about like the F series and stuff, all that shit. So, but yeah, I just didn't know about that. So when I had the car with the 335i, I didn't know anything about the N54 motor. I bought my E92, it was completely stock. I had it for like a week and I was thinking about selling it, and I looked into like some basic mods and shit because it was twin turbo, so I knew you could like put a blow off valve and shit on it. But yeah, basically I looked into it, I found out what you could do to the motor, and the rest is history. That E92 was full bolt on. The only thing I needed left on mine was a radiator. I had that car, I loved it. One night I was just thinking about like, damn, what would be the perfect daily? I needed something with a 4-door, something that was like kind of quick and just like beautiful. So I literally couldn't stop thinking about a 335i 4-door. But I don't know if you guys know about the market right now, but the market on these cars is fucking ridiculous. This car is literally like my dream spec. Everything I would want in a 335i, this car has. It has a 6-speed manual, full bolt on. It has the paint color that I wanted. Literally, this car is perfect. Everything I was looking for, this car checked all the boxes. Ooh, nice little Subi. But yeah, this car was perfect. I couldn't pass up on it. It came with brand new T37 Black Sport Edition 2s. They were powder coated bronze and they're ceramic coated. The car was owned by a previous detailer, so the car's like, it's pretty mint, but it's not 100% like clean, of course. There's like some small dings and scratches on it. I mean, what else do you expect from a 13-year-old car? I just needed a fun daily, basically. And I didn't want to buy a stock 335i and have to deal with all the maintenance. This car has most of the maintenance done to it, like the water pumps, the fuel pressure pumps, all that shit. And they've been upgraded, so it was kind of a no-brainer to go with this. I didn't want to get something stock and have to deal with all the maintenance, because I had that on my E92. It was completely stock and I had to change everything myself, and that shit is fucking expensive, especially when you're a kid with no money. For the most part, I could just focus on the cosmetic stuff. So like a new hood, new fenders, new front bumper, back bumper, just small shit like that. And that's it. It's just gonna be a perfect daily, something I can have fun with, something I could beat on whenever I want. And it's just literally like the power's there, the looks are there, the comfort is there. Like I have nothing to worry about. It's literally, in my eyes, I would say this even before I bought this car, this is the perfect daily. It has everything you would ever need. So this car has, I'm probably gonna miss a few things because I'm just naming shit off the top of my head, but to start off, it has a stage 3 carbon ceramic clutch, stage 3 Lion flywheel. I think those are both from SPEC Tune. It has MMP inlets and outlets. They're not relocated, so the inlets aren't on the other side. This car still has stock turbos and they're really healthy. They have no wastegate rattle, none of that. When I bought it, it was running on E40. The car is tuned by MMD. So I have the MMD tuner right here. So this is like a scanner and a tuner. I'll go into more detail later, but a lot of you BMW guys know that. The cool thing about Beamers is you could change tunes like that on the fly. Yeah, the car's crazy. I think on E40 it pushes like, it hasn't been dynoed, but like driving it, I would say like 450 easily to the wheels. Right now I have it on pump gas because it's my daily, of course, and I'm in Long Beach. There's no fucking E85 around us. Even on pump gas, I think it pushes like 380 to the wheel. That's just fucking crazy. It has fuel coilovers all the way around the car. They have dampening, so I can like soften or stiffen the ride whenever I want. It has a TL blow-off valve. It has the same blow-off valve and charge pipe I had on my old E92. Sounds fucking crazy. This car literally sounds like a 1J. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, my old car, I had a TL blow valve and it was full bolt on, but I had a fat boost leak and I was never able to figure out where it was coming from. I knew the potential of the M54, but I never drove one that was like fully like built and just like all tied up, all the loose ends tied up. So driving this car is like, fuck, I fell in love with it like all over again. It has an upgraded sound system alongside that and an upgraded head unit. This car is from 2008, but it has like technology from like a 2015, I'd say. It has like keyless entry, push to start. Like, this car would have been so badass to take off the lot back in 2009, bro. Like, damn. Like, I don't know why someone would buy an M3 when you could buy this car. Like, honestly, I would rather have an N54 because of the tunability that it has over the E90 M3 because those came with V8s. But I mean, they're still badass, but yeah, I'd rather have this car, like, no doubt in my mind. Now that I mentioned M3s, the only negative that I could think about is this car has a welded diff. I know some people probably are gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, that makes no sense. But these cars came open diff from the factory, so like it's really hard to get traction in these. So the last owner just welded the diff, but he's been drifting for like 9 years of his life, so he's had welded diffs all his life and they don't bother him. For me as a daily driver, it's not that bad, but there are some instances like in parking lots and shit. Like getting up to this parking lot was a bitch. Like I'll have it step on record. The noises the car makes when I'm like in the parking lot, that's just fucking crazy. And the car just feels a lot jerky at low speeds. So I'm gonna look into getting an LSD upgrade for it later, but that's like the only negative I can think of. But yeah, that's my 2008 BMW E90 335i. I can't think of much else to say besides it's the perfect car for what I'm looking for right now. And I have a lot of plans for this car as well. This is gonna be something that I could still make content on, enjoy on the daily, and just beat on while my 240 is getting built. As soon as my 240 is drivable again, I'm gonna beat the shit out of that too. I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna build that 240 and I'm gonna learn how to drift in it. Like, mark my words. When I set my mind to something, I'm gonna fucking do it. Like, no matter what it takes, I'm gonna do it. Oh, another negative now that I'm looking at it. The car needs a new windshield. It has a fat ass crack right here. Y'all know Mota gonna get me right with that for sure. That's pretty much it. I'll check in with you guys in a bit. Another thing I forgot to mention, I don't know how it slipped my mind, but this car has a full custom 3.5-inch exhaust. It's not like off the shelf. The last owner used to have a really good welder as a best friend, and he worked at a really good shop. So it has catalyst downpipes. Everything past the downpipes is just custom exhaust. Right now, you guys see the security guard in the back behind me. He probably heard the car revving. Alright, right now we're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna just have it step on record while we're getting out so you guys hear the fucking welded diff. That shit sounds so bad. You guys hear that? It's just fucking ridiculous. This welded diff needs to go ASAP. I'm gonna try and look into getting an LSD in it, because of course I don't want the open diff. I'd rather have the welded diff than the open diff, to be honest. We gotta go down the spiral and my tires are just gonna be screwing down the whole fucking time. Oh my god, I can feel the diff right now just crying, bro. Oh, it's okay, it's okay. You'll get through it. I remember the first time I paid at one of these, I thought that shit stole my card. Last night, right before I record this video, of course, with my luck, I got a warning light for the TPS sensor, the tire pressure sensor, and it says that my tire's low on air, but it's not. So right now I'm gonna head over to the homie Mota shop and I'm gonna see if they can fix it, because I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that when the car sees the low pressure warning, it cuts off power to the car, because the boost is not hitting us like it should. So hopefully it's a fucking TPS sensor. It should be, I'm pretty sure it is. So I'll see what's up. I'll see what happens in a bit. Little update, I almost had a fucking heart attack with this car, bro. Let me catch you guys up on everything that happened. I think the last clip I recorded, we were like leaving the Pike or whatever. To get out the parking structure, if you're from Long Beach, you know what I'm talking about, but inside the parking structure, there's an exit, and the exit's like a big spiral to get off. And like I told you guys before, this car is a welded diff. So like in tight spaces or tight turns, the car fucking hops, and it's just, I feel like it puts stress on the diff. I know the diff is welded good. Same guy who did the exhaust welded the diff, and I know they wouldn't do no bullshit, so I know it's welded strong. But still, at the end of the day, you know you're scared of putting stress on your fucking diff when you don't need to. So we got off the spiral, right? It was like fucking 4 flights, 4 stories. So we got down all the whole spiral, and my car was just skipping the whole time. We get off, cool, the car seems fine. I go to pay my ticket, I pay the ticket, and it lets you out, and then I got right onto the freeway. And like, what, like 10 minutes into the drive?
Yeah, like 10.
Yeah, so like 10 minutes into the drive, we were like halfway home. I hear a fucking like a metal clunking noise in the back. Like I'm driving, so I heard the noise on my side in the back. And the first thing I thought in my mind was, fuck, my tire popped, like right away. Yeah, I heard that noise, and the first thing in my head was like, fuck, my tire popped, because I already had the issue of the TPS sensor in my mind. But the car kept driving for like 30 seconds, and so I was like, all right, it's cool, like my tire's not popped. We got off the freeway, right, and we're about to go into my house. I turned into my street, and the car, I swear, bro, you were there. I swear the car, we pulled in, and the car felt like it was open diff.
Smooth.
Yeah, it felt smooth. There was no wheel hop at all. And instantly I was like, fuck, I broke the diff on the car. I turned and I didn't feel any wheel hop. Like the car turned like if it was open diff. Open diff means not welded for people who don't know what open diff means. But so I got scared because my diff is welded. So if it felt open diff, that means it fucking broke. I was like, fuck, maybe that clunky noise we heard on the freeway was my diff breaking. I thought about it, I was like, bro, how would my diff break and I would still be able to drive? I would expect like if your diff would broke, that shit would be catastrophic and your car just wouldn't be able to drive anymore. Like it would just go to a stop. But then I Googled it and I've read some people's diffs break and they're still able to drive it. It's just that it has little pieces of the weld metal still inside the differential case and it could shoot up into the gears at any moment and just lock it all up. And I texted the old owner of the car. I wanted to see how good it was welded. He said it was fine. He said he really doubted that the diff was broken. He said it could have just been the axle binding up from the spiral, and that does make sense. So after that, I was like, man, fuck it. I have AAA, I have a tow truck if I need it. I was like, fuck it. So I went to go put gas in the car, and then I went over to the homie Mota's shop. You guys have seen Mota's shop before. Hit him up for any tire needs. While we were at Mota's shop, he fixed my TPS sensor. Well, it wasn't wrong. It just literally had 1 PSI lower than what it needed. And so he put air in the tire and the TPS sensor went away. So that was good. And then I asked him if he could do me a favor. I wanted to jack up the rear end of the car and try and spin the wheels just to make sure that my diff was still locked. And we tried it and it's still locked. So everything seems fine. Hopefully my diff isn't broken. I've read sometimes diffs break and it'll make them switch between open and welded at random times. So hopefully the car is still good. Before we go get some food, I'm gonna show you guys like a little bit more in detail of like the car. Because it's not perfect, like I said, so I'm gonna just give you guys one last walk around and then that'll be it. Alright, so like I said before, this car is really mint, like it's really clean, but there's some small shit I just want to show to you guys because I want to be as transparent as possible and just show you guys everything wrong with the car. Not necessarily wrong with it, but just all the imperfections that it has. I mean, it's a 13-year-old car, so it has like little dents. Like you can see that on the camera a little bit, that little dent. It has some clear coat chips on the hood. This is what probably the most noticeable. You don't really notice it from far, but since the car is low, sometimes on a turn you'll hit the bumper. So there's a little bracket right here that's not connected right, so the bumper's kind of like a little bit misshaped right there. It's not gonna go anywhere, like it's still sturdy, nothing's gonna happen to it. But you can see from up here, like it's just a little misaligned. I don't know why the car didn't come with fog lights. The other owner doesn't know either. He bought it like that. This headlight, common Beamer issues, this headlight has condensation in it, but that doesn't bother me because I'm gonna get new headlights either way. I don't like this orange strip that it has in it. With these chips, I don't really mind it because I'm gonna get a new hood eventually. Some little faded logos. The same thing on the other side. This bumper's not 100% right there, but I'm gonna try and get a new bumper for this car too. It still has the stock rotors. I'm gonna try and get like some aftermarket rotors. Probably a bigger brake upgrade. This is me being really picky, but like trim on it is kind of like a little dried up when you really zoom in on it. Back here has little rock chips also. This needs like some double-sided tape or something. This little panel's like coming off. This diffuser is like really faded. I'm not sure why, probably the heat from the exhaust or something, but little chips right here. Oh yeah. So for me, like I already knew all this shit is not that bad, but this, bro, let me show you guys something. All right, so as you guys know, I don't have a fucking driveway or garage. Like that's like my #1 problem. Like I love cars and shit. I love working on my cars, but I don't have the space to do it. So I have to park all my cars on the fucking side of the street. And for all you guys that live like around here, or for all you guys that don't have driveways, even if you have a driveway, you know what the street sweeper is. Like it passes on my side of the street one day and it passes on the other side of the street one day. So you have to move your cars. Like you have to make, if your car is on the side of the street that's getting swept, you're gonna get a ticket. So we gotta move them. I told my dad, I always tell him, don't move any of my cars, because I have 3 cars right now. I have the Corolla, the 240, and this car. And even when I only had the other 2, I would tell him, don't move my cars, just leave it for me. I'll move them when I get off work. And I mean, I don't blame him. He wants to help me out and move the cars for me in the morning, so that when I get off work, they're already moved and in front of my house. But this is why I told him not to move my cars. Look at this shit. Bro, are you kidding me? This is literally like, for scale, it starts from right here and it ends like right here. So that's like a quarter of the wheel. I'm gonna get these wheels polished and chromed out later. So I'm gonna just fix this when that gets fixed, but yeah, that shit fucking sucks, bro. None of the other wheels have curb rash. All the other wheels are brand new, perfect condition. Not one scratch around the entire rim at all. Thanks, Dad. Basically it for today's video. I showed you guys the car. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys are excited for all the content that I'm gonna have coming out with this shit. If you're barely watching this channel for the first time, my name is Chris. I like fucking cars. I like fucking cars. Great. If you're new, consider subscribing. But that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. If you watched this far in the video, comment
R.I.P. the TE.
R.I.P. the TE. You heard my boy. If you watched this far, comment R.I.P. the TE. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching. Later.